or whatever time of day it is there. I just want you to know that I really miss you. All the Sunday school teachers really miss you. We hope that you had a wonderful summer. We hope, obviously, that school's going okay for you. I'm sure it's not perfect, but I'm sure you're doing all the things that you need to do to make everything good. But just to let you know that we miss you and we hope to see you soon. Now today, all of you have a copy of this book. It's called Growing in God's Love. And we all know how much God loves us. And if you would turn to page 60, our story is called Leaving Moab. And it's a story about Naomi and Ruth. Ruth being the main character and her daughter-in-law, Naomi. So if you all have turned to page 60, I will start. Have you ever moved to a place where you didn't know anyone? If not, what do you think it would be like to live among strangers? Well, Ruth moved her home in Moab to a new country. The land of Judah had no rain, no food. Elimelech took his wife Naomi and his sons Mahlon and Chilion to Moab, where there was rain and food. After a few days, Elimelech died. Naomi lived in Moab alone with her sons. They married Orpah and Ruth, Moabite women. 10 years later, her sons died. Now Naomi was alone with her daughters-in-law. Naomi heard that Judah had rain and food again. She decided to return to her hometown, Bethlehem. She, Orpah, and Ruth started the long walk to Bethlehem. "Wait," said Naomi. "You each should go back to your mother's house. You have been faithful and good to me. May God give you husbands and children." Orpah and Ruth hugged Naomi and cried, "We will go with you," they said. "No, you can't do anything to help me," said Naomi. Orpah finally did what Naomi said. She started walking back to Moab and her mother's house. But Ruth was determined to stay with Naomi. She paid no attention to Naomi's instructions. Instead, she said, "I will go where you go. I will live where you live. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. I will never leave you as long as you live." Naomi could tell that Ruth would not change her mind. Ruth was willing to give up everything she knew. The two women walked all the way to Bethlehem together. That ends our story. We have a few questions, and you can think about that. And they're also written in your book, so please be sure to check your book, but I will read them here. What did Naomi hear in Ruth's words that made her sure that Ruth wouldn't change her mind? It's a good question. Think about that. The second question is, Ruth had never been away from Moab. What do you think she saw on the way to Bethlehem? How do you think she felt when they got to Bethlehem? There are also a couple nice questions to think about. And our third question is, when people move to your school, church, or neighborhood, how can you help them feel at home? I'm sure we're going to have some really good answers there. Thanks for listening.